Life on the road is not for everyone, and everyone lives it differently. This is Interviews with Touring Techs.
My name is Pryor. I'm a video director. I've been on the road for about 40 years. I've toured with the Allman Brothers, Marshall Tucker Band, Charlie Daniels, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Alan Jackson, Paul McCartney, Bruce Springsteen, just to name a few, and I'm currently Brad Paisley's video director.
How did you get into the music business, and what was your path to teching?
About 40 years ago, just hanging around town and the local bands playing, and just started hanging around with them and asking them if they needed help loading out, and next thing I know, 40 years later, here I am still out here on the road doing it, and it's been just a wonderful, love it job, just absolutely a wonderful job.
What kind of education, self or formal, have you sought out to use being a tech?
Education-wise, just basically reading as many books as I can about I'm in video, so basically just any video stuff. I actually worked in a TV station for about 10 years to learn video, to learn how to run cameras, to direct. I directed newscasts, worked sports for CBS, and ran handheld camera for the Masters, and baseball games and football games for CBS, and that was basically, my education was basically an on-the-job training, and got it like that.
What do you think it takes to be a good tech?
Passion. You got to have the passion for this job, and just love what you do, and just educate yourself every day and learn more and more and more about your job.
How do you feel about the negative stigma behind being called a roadie?
That's never bothered me at all. I mean, we've been called roadies ever since, I guess, the beginning of rodeism, I mean, that's just what we were named, and it's something that's never really bothered me. I know it's bothered some people, but that's just the title that we have, and I've never been upset by it.
Have you ever considered yourself friends with the artists?
I've never wanted to be buddies with most artists. There's some that I've become closer to, but this being a job, I tend to separate the two. I've never wanted to, go to Brad's house or Bruce Springsteen's house or anything like that. If I was ever invited, I would absolutely do it. But this is a job, and then we do form friendships, but I don't consider most of them, and then they don't consider me probably as best friends, but they consider me colleagues and stuff like that, but that's about it.
What is your favorite day off activity while you're on the road?
Usually if we're in a town, I love to walk around cities and check them out. I don't ever carry my golf clubs out on the road, so I don't play any golf on the road, but just, basically just walking around towns and, checking out the food, of course you can tell. Checking out the good eats, and just the cities in general, just chilling in the cities.
Are you married? Do you have any kids?
I'm married, no kids, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and don't want any kids. Too old for kids now.
How does your wife handle you being a touring tech?
We've only been married for 4 years, so right at first it was a little hard on her, but she knew what I did for a living. She hates to see me go sometimes, especially on long trips. If we go out of country, she doesn't like that very often. As long as we can communicate by phone or emails or anything like that, she's pretty good with it. But there's some times that she tears up a pretty good bit if I'm going to be gone for 3, 4, 5 weeks at a time.
How have you juggled having a happy personal life and still enjoy being a touring tech?
I guess you got to separate the two. Absolutely. When I go home, I try not to bring any of the road life back to my family life. It can be tough to do sometimes, but I think you just got to separate the two and just keep them on different paths.
How do you spend your downtime while you're at home?
Like I said, I got 3 dogs, and one of them's a boxer, and I don't know if you've ever been around boxers, but they just want your attention 24/7. So we do a lot of stuff with them, do a lot of walking with the dogs, love to play golf. Unfortunately, I haven't played as much as I want to play, but I like to play golf. Love to watch sports, and just chill with my wife when I'm home.
How have you prepared for retirement?
I've been lucky that the company I work for, they have set me up with an IRA, and I put money into it every paycheck, and they put money into it, and I've been doing that for a pretty good while. So I've got a pretty good little retirement going. I probably could have retired 4 years ago before I got married, but now that I'm married, got to work a few more years to get going. But
What advice would you give someone that wants to get into teching to do your job?
just get out there and beat the bushes to try to get a job. First off, I mean, it's a tough business to get into, to break into this business. It can be a tough business to get into. But like I said, when you get into it, you just got to, put your passion out there and just, work your butt off.
What do you love about being a touring tech?
That's an easy one. The people out here on the road. Absolutely love meeting different crews. We travel with the same opening acts a lot of times for about a year or so, and we get to meet them, and then the next year they'll be gone, and we have a new crew coming in, and it's great meeting the different people, and then of course seeing the people that you met 3 or 4 years ago, and running back into them and seeing what they're doing with their lives now, if they've gone on to be a different, working for a different artist or the same artist or stuff like that. But it's definitely the crews out here. Just absolutely love the people out here.